So yeah, welcome back to everyone in the YouTube audience and on Twitch, obviously. Lichess titled arena Blitz this month. 3+0, everybody's favorite time control, super stacked player pool. I think we're gonna follow the top game, which happens to be 2 versus 6 right now. Crazy House specialist Jasugi and world's strongest NM, according to people. Yeah, in the ring here. I'd like to see Jasugi win one of these arenas. Give it to the NMs once, right? These tournaments are always so stacked up with the IMs and the GMs. You almost never see NM or CM in that top 10. Barring somebody's really good. Yeah, the CM a fan of fun. That is a future GM right there. Plays like it. 2,900. And just like that, I am in first. With the Faroe Island flag. The flag of that IM has been changed multiple times. In the last Lichess video, in the last YouTube video, if you guys were here, the one with the funny title, yeah, they had the Eritrea flag, so I kept saying the Eritrean IM, and it's likely not. You don't trust somebody on Lichess. That's the moral of the story. Okay, some weird intermezzo check. How do I get out of this?
Check.
Ooh, and then this comes with check. Okay. So you don't want to go here? Yeah, you got to go king f2. What a spicy position. This file, check. This moves, there's mate in 1. Okay, a check. Making this king slightly weaker. Check. This bishop is now hanging. Your whole coordination is nowhere. This bishop holding down the fort. This rook actually as well. Huge defenders. And then some other big contributing pieces. Weaker king. Somehow this king on e3 but is safer. Oh, it seems wild. But yeah, black has no material, so that's why. You can be on e3 as long as you're defending the two pieces that are attacking you. Okay, so who is this GM? I'm not even sure. Voladar Murzin. Okay, it's Murzin. In 6th. Playing, I think, Chessmaster 2006. There's a lot of people from 2006. Like, Jeffrey Zhang and Denis Lazovic. I remember looking this up because we were trying to figure out who this was. It's one of the games on Lichess during these arenas. Because you don't know who everyone is. I think on chess.com you have to have a name, right? Can't just be untitled GM1. But on Lichess you can be anonymous. You can be anonymous. But regardless, whoever this is somebody really strong. Doesn't surprise me. Vladimir Murzin here is closer to 3,000 Blitz too. That's really high. That is extremely high. The average person's playing at 1,000 points below that. Okay, these games are nicely paced. 3+0. Is a nice change of pace from all the bullet. Most of these arenas are 1-0, I think. Okay. Scary with all this activity here. Need another defender, yeah. This bishop staring down h6. Something had to be addressed. Also, this is a big hole. What do you do? Put your king here? That looks a little awkward. These strong players do not do that. Some juvenile maneuver. Not yet, at least. until we see maybe everything come up and over. This is odd. I mean, hanging pieces, it's always what to watch out for, but you kind of have to stick around here, right? Take and take. Knight defends the camp. This bishop is actually a nice piece in both directions. Big contributor. Yeah, and eventually we see this. Yeah, get off the back rank now with... These guys just play in such a nuanced way. Okay, there's trouble here. There's trouble down at the old D3 mill. Look at this. You can't move anywhere. Yeah, you just, clearance. You're making this rook very strong. Let's take here now. Yeah, everything very solid. Okay, attack the rook. Attacking G2. Imagine if something was... You were far away from having a big attack here, but... It's what you're looking for, attacking a hanging piece and then attacking a base point and attack something weak. Okay, black is slightly better here. This should be a draw. After all that. Just looking pretty drawish. That's why 1-0 is nice, less draws. Yeah, white just offers a draw. Yeah, okay. And that's chess. Chess is a draw. Okay. Let's see. The IM is still in first here by by over 20 points, 21 points. Holy smokes. Another IM sneaking up behind, and then Bortnik here. I think Bortnik is going to turn the tables. Jasugi is also a good tournament player. That's why you see all these 3s and 0s. And yeah, this IM in first, having the tournament of their life here. Absolute tournament of their life. Let's get back to the games here. Okay, I'm going to get off Murzin, actually. And go to Bortnik. Show Bortnik some love. This game is just wrapping up here nicely.
Check.
Okay.
Check. 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 Check.
Yeah, it just takes the threefold here. So I pop a quick message in.
Going berserk.
I think people are in on Bortnik. Oh. Didn't let me send my same message. Yeah, double berserk. It is just about this time for the double berserks to come out. Gotta berserk back your opponent. It's just ethics. It's just ethics. Yeah, and Andrew Tang was the first one to really hammer that. He's like, you gotta berserk people back. Like, at this level, it's highly disrespectful. If you guys want some spoilers on the last arena with the Exclam new vid, actually, there's a command for it. Yeah, there was some non-berserking back, and Penguin was mad. Well, Penguin does get tilt. Penguin's very honest with the tilt. Him and I are alike in one way, and it's that. Yeah, there was some non-berserking back from Ali Reza, and then also from Danya. I mean, things were getting spicy. But Ali Reza definitely, there was some no Zerk back, and then Penguin won and said karma. There were some shenanigans. I was gonna do a drama video on it, but we were on to better things. We were on to Cincinnati, as I like to say, which is the famous Belichick "we got caught cheating" quote. For those of you that joke goes over everyone's head, so it needs a the borderline needs a command to explain itself. Okay, this is falling.
Check.
Okay, this is very weak too. Can I get some kind of attack going? Yeah. Yeah.
Check.
Yes, I can, says Bortnik.
Check.
Okay. Where to go? I guess your only
Check.
only option.
Check.
Oh god. Take
Check.
here, and base points are covered. You don't
Check.
even need this.
Check.
You're just
Check. Check.
checks and run. Oh god, or free rook, yeah. This guy was in the chess.com multi pre-move mode. He's just sending the king around. Didn't even care about the rook anymore. Yeah, there's so much time, and these guys are so fast. Hey, speaking of a CM that is ridiculously strong, yeah, my score is indicative. That guy crushed me, from what I remember. Or I think we had one good game where I had chances, but it's hard to remember. I mean, I have 125,000 games on Lichess. But Lichess, the reason to make your account, who knows? You might end up playing some wildly famous people. Like, I played Najid Abazov. I'm butchering his name, I'm so sorry. And he was in the candidates. We played a bunch of 3-check. I think we played like 20 games. And yeah, it's a variant, you know, it's big. It's not standard, and it's not standard chess. And it was also bullet, but it's still cool. It's still pretty cool to play against some of the greatest. Stuck in a tree. I appreciate it. Bring in the good vibes. Today's been a change of pace. This is the direction we're going back in. I don't know why I turned into the golf commentator there. I get very quiet. As A3 comes on the course. Bortnik. Okay. How do I get this knight back involved? Back to reality? Become a contributor here? Yeah, otherwise you're kind of, you actually are waiting to jump into this square, but no, you gotta do something.
Check.
Ooh,
Check.
okay. Oh, this is very risky. I mean, this is close to being able to play this with some extra pawns, but now these pawns are janked. Tripled pawns, doubled pawns. You're gonna need some work. Yeah, the I am in first has come out of nowhere too. Another thing with Lichess, the player pool is maybe not so much different than chess.com as we think, but yeah, there's just always somebody surprising you. Whether it's Magnus sneaking in, and there are a handful of those arenas. Pretty much when Magnus is playing, everyone's covering it, and yeah, good times are had by all. Well, there was one where Jerry forgot, and I snuck in. That's like my ideal. Because if Chess Network was covering the same event, who's gonna watch me? Who's gonna watch my channel over Chess Network?
Check.
But when there's a void, that's, you know, I'm like gap filler. You gotta, the media industry is tough. You gotta know your place. Jerry actually gave me some good tips. He gave me some good tips. Jerry's a good guy.
Check.
Big
Check.
fan of the channel. Oh god, this is bad for white.
Check.
Okay, you have to move. You
Check.
gotta move. 44 seconds. It's an eternity. Well, this king has no way back in either. Okay, okay, you're picking up this pawn, actually. The hard commit to the B pawn.
Check. Check.
It's outside
Check.
passer as well. Okay. Yeah, no hope, especially with the clock. There's no... there were no tricks. Yeah, there were no tricks. This rook will soon be a goner. As well as this pawn. So the CM, yeah. Oh, because Bortnik berserked. Okay, Berserknik is going to get back in a game. Maybe we could jump to someone else. Bortnik is in third. Did I sneak into the title? No, I have not snuck into the title. I don't think that is on the agenda in this lifetime, which is fine with me. But this IM, it's in his wheelhouse, or their wheelhouse. Sometimes it's hard to it's easy to forget, should I say? But the titles are more generalist than they seem. You can be a woman IM, or IM is slightly higher than WGM, from my understanding. It's one thing we don't see a ton of in here. Are the women's titled accounts. Not up at the top, at least. And typically I only look through the first handful of pages. Okay, can I go for this? Okay, big pawn. You just plan to do this? Can I ever kind of take and somehow... No, there's never going to be. So I was hoping there was going to be some follow-up, some sneaky follow-up, but there's not. Oh, we're getting mated in one. Yeah, something needs to be seriously forced here, and it's just bad news. Yeah, queen has to come off. This position deadly. These pawns are going to become
Check.
a focal point, huh? You can even pick this up? You don't need it. Ooh, this could hit with tempo.
Check.
Okay, you cannot take that. No way you're connecting. These pawns are already scary enough. They do not need a friend. Oh god. Just watching this from the black side, like if we were watching this from white, I'd be like, yeah, let's go. Pawns are marching, but we're watching this from black, and I'm like, ah. I feel it. I feel the pain.
Check.
Pain and suffering. Oh my god, black. Out of nowhere. Pain and suffering is over. They were moving so fast, and Murzin's an older guy, right? This is Voladar Murzin. Maybe he's not as old as I'm thinking, but this by the signs of this play is somebody who is very fast. I was gonna say it's probably somebody who's young. And obviously very strong. IM versus GM. IM wins. Okay, so IM versus IM battle. This is Terry R2. Man, we've been here for so long that every time I see these players, I just, like, I think about, like, the controversy. Like, there was one time where him and this other guy were throwing games to each other, and then they got banned. But now they're since back. And they're really popular, too. This is a very popular Spanish-speaking streamer. Yeah, and then when I was mentioning the women's players not being so existent, there was one where... What's her name? Elizabeth Fates? Maybe I'm butchering that. But she was streaming, and her account was in, like, first. Slim, tell me you remember this. And it was not a faint hallucination. They were streaming, and they were in the top 10, and then out of nowhere, the account was just gone. The account was gone. And I think they had beat Magnus, or there was something where... But it was very clear that it was an engine running the games. And then nothing happened. Like, well, they might still be banned, so maybe not nothing happened, but, like, it was just, like, washed from the face of the planet. And these are things that I investigate at night. I stay up thinking about what the hell happened with that. I gotta know. Who's in the grassy orchard? Was there a second stockfish bot running? Okay, back to reality. There's a lot of time here. This is what happens in Blitz. I get time to do a monologue. And quite frankly, this is great. Yeah, I ramble a little too much for Bullet. The games are short. One of my last clips was indicative. Even at the beginning, I was rambling. And then Danya won a game in 10 seconds. By the time I had finished rambling, Danya had already won. Okay, I like this, but yeah, it's a bit of an overextension. Okay, this is awkward, but there's no real attack here, so you don't need this comfy structure. You just reinforce the knight and takes, yeah. Janky structure here. This is a target, but far away from being attacked, right? Yeah, focal point somewhere. Gotta get something cooking. It's a little awkward with this square not being available. This knight is actually fairly annoying, yeah. Challenge the knight. Does the knight go back? Oh, this knight goes fancy pants maneuvers. Okay. Very solid, though, right? Another thing these GMs do well is they don't overextend. This is a common misconception. Even one of my cousins, he's an adult cousin, he's like, you just move the pawns as far as they can go every time. I'm like, that's definitely not how the best players in the world play at all. I was like, we can play, and I'll show you why that is not the greatest maneuver. Okay, finally, yeah. Yeah, G1. Knight's taking up all these squares. The queen finally found its way around to a square where it could attack a weakness. Yeah, very simple, right? Make chess as easy as it should be. Okay, yeah, something was coming in. Also, there was a knight check and maybe reinforcing it, but activate a queen. Okay, you could take a queen off. Knight could enter. This doesn't do a ton, right? Unless maybe I get an outpost here, right? Defend this pawn somehow. What to do? How to improve? Okay, so a couple simple captures. Now, there's some problems here. Okay. Interesting way, yeah. To cause some problems, right? Defend something. Okay, this knight finally enters the game. Even more so. This knight was already influencing some serious dark squares on the queen side. Very technical game. This is so nice, man. This is so nice. Quality is just infinite once you jack up the time. 1-0, these guys are even quality. Okay, crunch time. Crunch time.
Check.
Now take the queens off. Ooh. Take. There was very close to the things being forked, but king and a rook on different colored squares, you're never going to be hitting that
Check.
fork. Speaking of Chess Network, that was another tip. Yeah, gotta be watching the colors of the squares are much more important than you're thinking. Especially in these bullet scrambles. Okay, attack the knight.
Check. Check. Check.
Okay, this moving with check was tough. So you gotta move something. Scramble.
Check.
Scramble city. Oh! That's really nice. Oh, he's gonna... For some reason, I thought he was gonna flag, but no, he's got way more time. You can track this down, yeah.
Check.
Okay. Wow, he wanted the mate there, too. Jeez. Didn't go for just a panic scramble, you know, make a queen and get the heck out of there. He wanted blood. This here... there's gotta be mate somewhere. Soon. Yeah. But it's not so simple when it's not mate 1 and it's not very clear, because with so little time and you're moving and the position changes, brain confusion happens. You've already played, how many games this guy played? At a 47% berserking clip, playing 2700s every time. Yeah, 38 games in. Your brain is toast. Okay, where are we here? Let's get to this. Playing another CM link click with the rose. The rose emoji link click. That was a sensual name right there. My God. Ugh, jeez, killer bees. The CM with the killer bees. Where does my queen go? Queen needs a new home. You're very lucky to have the square. Ooh, can I take? No, I can't take. I'm thinking of something like... So you could take back. This wasn't here, maybe. Oh, your king is so weak now. There's gonna be something here, yeah. So many pieces. Basically every single one of white's pieces influencing. A lot of pressure here. Your queen is randomly, like, not even... No, it's still influencing. Still a good piece, still a good piece. But when all these pieces are such big contributors, yeah. You know, who needs a queen?
Check.
Okay, light squares. Very weak. King on the 6th rank. Ooh, there's a fork? There's some kind of fork?
Check.
No, there was some kind of force mate, yeah. Yeah, we're taking...
Check.
Yeah, C4 was going to hit. We could take a look real quick after, but I think C4 was hitting and then there was some sort of force mate, yeah. And they're falling into the trap here. Hilarious bishops. His pawns, also huge contributors. Where's the mate? It's always the crux of things. Can I come? No. This bishop is already very strong. This queen.
Check. Check.
Yeah. Kicking, you gotta go here. Queen comes back with tempo. Even better.
Check. Check.
What do I do? I want something like... Oh, well, yeah, there's actually some play here from black to defend. What's going on? You're on the other side of the board.
Check.
Somehow you're defending, and there's a draw? What? There could have been a draw there. No way. What? Hang on. Let's... That was like best case scenario. There had to be something...
Check.
Along the lines of here?
Check. Check.
Ooh, you can just take this. I was thinking takes here. Oh, and there is mate in 1. Okay, I was seeing this. That's mate in 6. Oh, something like this.
Check.
Yeah, that's much more complicated though.
Check.
yeah. I just... Whoa!
Check.
Wow! Holy smokes! And then of course,
check.
the knight contributes. Yeah, much more computery. That weird mate in 6 after c4. Yeah, but there was mate in 1, and obviously saw that the queen came back and just dominated the diagonal. So they're not gonna miss that. I was like, wait, there's mate somewhere. Let me find a slightly worse version. Okay, wow, this queen is very overextended. Seemingly. What happens? What happens after this? What happens here? This looks like a queen trap puzzle. This is looking like a queen trap puzzle. Okay, he goes here. Wow. Discover attack. Queen's under attack. Queen's under attack. What to do? Can I take? Oh no, there would be takes. Okay. Jeez. Sharp position here. And then if takes, there's just takes. Yeah, that's what we'll get. Take and take. Now you're down exchange, but it feels like you're out of dodge. No, you're not out of dodge. You're completely bonked. Yeah. I was like, maybe you have mild hope. It was looking really bad. Like, it looked like your queen was gone, but then the queen's come off, you're down exchange. It's like, maybe you can kind of get away with it, but no, this huge center pawn falls, and if you can't defend that camp, then it's Jover. It's Jover time. They were bound to lose one. With the Faroe Island flag, looking like the Norway flag, right? It's Norway's, right? Who is the Faroe Islands? We'll investigate later. We're gonna stick with first place right now. Okay. Uzbek I am. Okay. Yeah, and if you guys want to stick around, I think we can keep this one going. Maybe I'll get something to eat, but I was gonna say we can do like viewer games or something. I do want to keep the charity part of the stream continuing. Chess poems, streamathon, charity-a-thon. If you guys are here on YouTube or Twitch, I think this will later go to YouTube, so shout out to both of our audiences. I appreciate you guys. Leave a comment below. They drive the traffic. Otherwise the videos just they don't get they don't find their audience. I need your guys' help. Need everybody in the chat. Post smooth food in the chat. Mods are asleep. Okay, what's up with this bishop? The defenders of this bishop were asleep. Okay. Scary times when... Wow, you don't just force more material off, huh? White says, now I have hope. Oh! What a sneaky move takes in theirs. Mating ideas? King here? Yeah, it's gotta be. At least a draw, but probably me. I think it was me. Whoa! If you do takes, and then this. Okay, you gotta get in the way of that, yeah. There's problems. Oh! Okay, you are defended. Wow, this is really sharp. You still go for it? Yeah, problems here. Do I go back? Check. White with 22 seconds to convert. Yeah, the berserk. If you'll notice on the top left here, this IM with white berserked. Cut the time in half. On the clock for the extra chance at a point. I'm not sure why they berserked. Yeah, they probably don't need it. They're up a lot of points. Becomes about game theory and strategy, and sometimes berserking is vital, but then other times, yeah, you just don't need to. Okay, so you just give up the piece? Is there going to be a resigner?
Check.
With this pawn here. And this is going to fall, right? This has got to be a win for white. Nah, but you got to press him on the clock. Obviously no resign. $16 That's when you're thinking, hey, if something is lost, I gotta resign and get to the next streak, get to the chopper. Okay, takes and you can take.
Check.
Oh no, this is nauseous. This is nauseating. This makes me nauseous. That's what I was. You can clear this. You can get this. You can get this material off. Just take this pawn.
Check. Check. Check.
Yeah, you can't take. Oh, you gotta take. Yeah, otherwise you're queening. Wow! Immaculately sharp endgame. With so little time. This IM just playing out of their mind. They deserve to win. Okay, them versus Bortnik. And Bortnik is a good story here, trying to sneak up into the top. He's in 5th, so he's currently sitting in the money. We'll see if Bortnik's kid can eat tonight. Not everybody's Magnus. Magnus just donates the prize back. Magnus doesn't need money from a non-profit. But the rest of us do. That'd be great.
Check.
That sounds lovely. Okay, you don't even take. Actually, we've been running some prize tournaments even in 3-check. It's interesting. Lichess is a cool place. As I mentioned earlier, maybe you'll play Najit Abasov. Or however I'm butchering his name. I apologize. Oh, Bughouse fan dropping the details. It's Andy Woodward? Where's Andy Woodward from? Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, take care. I saw you lurking in here, Bughouse fan.
Check.
Appreciate you. Hope your weekend is going well. Wow, chat going on about Hikaru here. Look at this. Yeah, Hikaru is on Lichess. His name is like TSM something. I was trying to remember it last time, and then Slim gave me the details on that. But thank you, Bughouse fan. Yeah, I gotta look up this Andy Woodward. I feel like I've heard the name before. Chess player. Chess player is the first one that comes up. Okay. Oh, it's a kid. It's an American kid? Always fun to know that you're just getting absolutely whooped. Or you lose and then you're like, wow, I got absolutely whooped. I feel awful. And then you see it's a kid and then you're like, good job, kid. Earlier I subbed to some kid's channel. I was like, good, keep it up. Keep it up, guy. hard. It's hard to, I don't know, start a channel or start anything. I don't know. Try to be as positive in the Lichess community as I can. When I'm not raging into it's so terrible, but it's true. I retired from Bullet earlier after we played like 57 Bullet games on the stream. Okay, this is under attack. Whoa. Yeah, you can't. Okay. This is very nice. Oh, you take this way first. Wow. You have to play this so there's not... Oh, no, no, no. You can take... That's so sharp. How'd you figure that out so fast? I did say this earlier. Didn't I mention this? Like, the way that they're just playing so fast and so sharp, I was like, this has got to be some Prodigy kid, right? And apparently we were right. Okay. Ooh, this is a mild concern. Queening?
Check.
Queening with check. Oh, wow.
Check.
And then this square was covered. So you attack from behind. Oh, the square is still covered. You're very lucky.
Check.
Oh, you just... Yeah, you get to play this anyways. And take here. Now, this is... You're actually... King's outside the box. And resigner time. Is Bortnik not going to resign? Bortnik is... smashing his keyboard right now. Yeah, Bortnik absolutely rages. I actually made a raging compilation. I'm like, I gotta get Bortnik in there. There's one clip especially that's a great one. It's not the Danya F-bomb one level. Chucks the keyboard. I think that was my favorite one. Go check that video out. Okay, he resigned and dropped 37 seconds on the clock. Well, what is he doing though? He needs this. Well, look at the standings. This is a good time to look at the standings. Andy Woodward, as we know, who is a GM on the IM account apparently. 116. Voladar Murzin right behind him. IM player 06, who we don't know. Sindarov. Yeah, the Uzbeks are showing up. And then Terry R2. So we've got a mix. A good mix in there. Of kind of new people. Yeah, these Blitz arenas, they bring out a different crowd. Gata Kamsky was playing a lot of these, but we're seeing a substitute for Gata Kamsky today with Murzin playing. I've never seen him play. I don't think I've ever seen this account on. This person in the chat says, I think this is Magnus. Yeah. You gotta love when everybody is anyone. But it says his name in the profile. You just go to their page. I guess it's hard on mobile. The mobile app is not as strong as it can be. Yeah, I'm gonna go shoot this kid a follow as well. I always hesitate to do things live on stream because I don't want to feel like I'm, you know, stream sniping or like stealing or whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not as much of a lone wolf as Jerry though. Yeah, Wacky Hill, here he is. bughousefan did not lie.
Check. Check.
Say good luck to the Wonder Kid himself. Yeah, it's good to see so much talent. Okay, they just agree to a quick draw. Okay. All right, the standings. We'll get a run at the standings here. 117 to 106. This is still doable now. 8 minutes. And with Murzin losing the streak, I think this account we're gonna have to take a look at this.
Check.
As
check.
Woodward gets paired with
Check.
Sindarov.
Check.
That's an important one.
Check.
Huh? Black wins. Black is winning.
Check.
Get the judge done. Just resign. Bortnik. Oh my man, major tilt. This is actually huge for the tournament though. As we'll see that this player 06 is now on fire. 105. With fire. That is a dangerous thing right there. We're going to have to follow this game. And also this game. We'll see who they get paired with. Oh man. The GM, now that we know this is Andy Woodward. With the noser back? What was that?
Check.
Okay, this is going to be a win. It's going to be a win for number one. I don't think Sindarov is going to win this game. He does have a nice position, actually. Okay, what do? This, and then you could even, like, take... Okay, some way to get the queen off. Yeah. Okay, Andy Woodward is going to win this game, so we'll jump over to this, 2 versus 3 matchup. With one pretty much settled. Barring this player gets a very quick win, and then another very quick pairing somehow. But with Blitz, I don't see it. Even if they berserk on both sides, and the game is still going to take about 3 minutes, that means you could maybe squeeze in 2 games. This one's coming down to the wire. Still craziness could happen. I've seen crazier happen. With berserking and, yeah. Berserking and fire is a dangerous combo. Okay, the extra pawn. How critical. It's looking pretty critical.
Check.
Should still be a draw, but...
Check.
Yeah, this is uncomfortable for White, to say the least. I mean, you're gonna eventually track this down. This is actually easy business for them. This has got to be a draw.
Check.
Like, probably should be agreeing to a draw here. You need to get your king here and here to defend this. Nope, you just cut the king off. Okay. Oh well, the draw offer, draw declined by black.
Check.
Yeah, and then just repetition. Okay. So that's gonna end the streak. That actually, what is that gonna do? Wow, that did not influence the top in the way that this player wanted. They're still in third. That's the difference between 250 and 125 bucks.
Going berserk.
To have the same score, that's brutal. And then another IM, yeah. Well, this is a GM, but 3 other IMs in here? That's wild. Terry 2, and then this whole section, look at how close this is. Zhigago, Bortnik, Sindarov, probably the strongest players in here. Contra Jacko as well, but he's thrown in the towel. Just too far behind. Oh, and Danya? Danya had a really rough tournament. Look at this. I didn't realize Danya was in here. Danya, of course, we've been watching basically every one of these that I've covered where Magnus doesn't play and win. It's Danya. It's Danya City. Danya just crushing. Well, I got Nihal into the thumbnail last time. That was enough. Okay, quick draw offer. Are we in draw time? Black declines. I think you can get 2 draws in a row and it'll give you 1 point and 1 point. Or 2 points if you're on fire, of course. Yeah, the 2-point fire draw kind of feels good sometimes. But if you draw a 3rd time in a row, this is a good tip on Lichess. If you draw 3 times in a row in a tournament, you will not get 3 points. You will get 2 points. The last draw will not count. Okay, is the FM just going to resign? Yeah, white just resigns. Why did they take so long, too? I think... Oh, it does put them into second, which is critical, yeah. That's a big shift. Like I said, that's a lot of money. Especially in Uzbekistan, I imagine. Hey, speaking of Uzbekistan, Royal Chess Samarkand. Which I imagine is somebody who's from Uzbekistan. Wow, this is all tricks. This is very tricky. Yeah, where are you going? Here, here. Okay, you have bishops and a big open board. Well, white has a passer. It's also kind of a backwards pawn, and then this pawn looks pretty ugly. Oh, these pawns are rolling, though. Very strong play from black here. Black is looking very good. White's just holding on for dear life. Yeah, get some space. But yeah, this never hits. I'll break up the structure. Yeah, you're up a bishop, but these pawns are just monsters. Quick draw offer, draw by mutual agreement. Stuck in a Tree says, VM, taken second? Are we going to see that? No, the draw. This draw right here. Stuck in a Tree, we have an update. As Murzin gets kicked into 3rd. Yeah, Andy Woodward, who, despite the IM account, is a GM. GM Andy Woodward, the kid, went and shot him a follow on Twitch. Maybe I'll link it in the description, because clearly this is the next future talents right here. Very strong player. We were watching, trying to figure it out, and I'm like, this has got to be some prodigy kid, right? And later we were informed that they were live themselves, and yeah, it's good. Lichess community growing, and very strong player pool. Bit of a mix-up here with different, yeah, way different people than the regulars for the bullet arenas. But Danya in here too. He didn't have a great tournament. Where did he finish? Second page. I say he didn't have a great tournament at second page. Yeah, finished in 16th. For Danya, that's bad for Danya. Good for everyone else. Yeah, because typically Danya is like right here, somewhere in the top 5. But yeah, once again, top 5. Andy Woodward. This Uzbek IM Mukhidin Madamanov. Okay. So we know who that is. This is Voladar Murzin, as we looked. Voladar, sorry. I'm saying his name wrong. Voladar. Vladimir. Sportic Shark. Who is this? Oh man, this is the me butcher. How am I gonna butcher everyone's name in this as the credits roll? It's this guy. Begmir Radov. Okay. And in 5th, Sindarov.